is no mention of Woyome.
So as far as you are concerned, there were monies to be paid, and those monies have been paid anyway.
We're paid.
So there's no need to pay any more monies.
You see, and if there's a need to pay any more monies, I'm saying to you that we have a writ before the courts of Ghana from the Attorney General saying that that payment to Woyome is a mistake.
I am aware of these gamut of letters.
Yes.
Some of them talking about the payments that were made, supposed to have been made through Micheletti and Consa. And Woyome's group also writing, or Waterville, writing to say that these payments had not been made to them at a certain point, but the payments were made anyhow. But I understand that there is supposed to be a distinction between the monies that were paid for the actual work done, quantum merit. They are doing some job. They have gotten to a point. They have done so much. So you pay them for what they have done. But that does not compensate for the breach of the contract and the subsequent compensation arising out of that.
But you see, the writ that the gentleman filed is talking about services he has rendered to the government of Ghana.
Fantastic point. So please, I
have said that. Yeah, he has filed a writ. The Attorney General at the time had to ask for: is there any defense? What are the facts on the ground? If she's instructed based on those facts, it is then, even in private practice, you decide that I have a defense to the action or I do not have a defense. Issue of capacity is a legal question. No. That whether he has a capacity to come to court and say, I have a contract with this. If that issue is not raised, then nobody says anything. The judge cannot even on his own ask the capacity of a person. When somebody brings you, or I say something, you owe me, and you don't even say anything that you do not owe me, then the judge will say, oh, I know Victor very well, something you don't owe him, so I'm striking it out. No, he's an empire. Now, looking at the facts that were given to the AG at the time, she said, I do not have a defense to the action.
And am I on the same page with you as to what facts or advice was given to the AG? And I'm holding here in my hand a document said to be the summary of the facts that was presented to the AG then. And I'll just move quickly to this brief about the recommendation as regards how to prosecute this particular trial that was then. It says that the suit, I'm coming shortly. Yeah. The suit has been adjourned to Monday, the 8th of August, 2011 for hearing. And then this state attorney says that, I wish to recommend that you use your good offices to convene a roundtable meeting between Mr. Alfred Agbesi Woyome and his counsel, the Director, Legal and other officials of the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, and the Attorney General, with a view of giving effect to the consent judgment dated the 4th of June 2010. Or, in the alternative, make available to the undersigned on Monday, the 1st of August 2011, Mr. Ajiman Menu, the ex-Deputy Minister of Finance, and Mrs. Betty Modidrisu, former Attorney General, and the Director, Legal, Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, so as to prepare them in conference, which will enable them
testify on behalf of the state. However, the Attorney General must respectfully bear in mind the import and weakness of our case, should we opt for the latter option and in the alternative. So this is a recommendation that tells you that you may want to prepare these people to go and testify. But they have, however, your case is weak.
Your case is weak.
So you may rather want to consider not pursuing it. And this is the advice you are talking about that came to the Attorney General.
No, this is even a different. I've not even seen this one
from the officials of the Ministry of Sports.
Even this is a letter, even from Finance. Wait. You see, the level of this matter, I would want Ghanaians, let's see and put the facts in the domain for everybody to have that. Now, these are even in the recommendation of one of the technocrats, even a lawyer from Attorney General Department, says that we have weaknesses in this case. So even in private practice, you are a lawyer. If you know your defense, that is why even when you are filing a defense, a court will look at it that, is this defense in law? Is this grounded in law? You don't just file anything as a sham.
With the documents that you are privy to so far, do you buy that recommendation that there was no defense?
Yeah, because there was a contract between VAMED, Waterville, and government.
And then let me ask you one question. If Waterville,
I want to move on to just and then David.
Yeah, just one question. If VAMED and Waterville,
yes,
if they had breached the contract that you are talking about with government, if they had breached, would government have sued Woyome?
But they will have sued VAMED and the other people. And Woyome is not only acting in his personal capacity, or he comes and when he's asked that, what is your interest in this matter? That is when he had to prove that this is the interest I have in this matter, this contract.
I have raised €1 billion for government of Ghana.
So the issue is that they didn't have, and they said, let's file a terms of settlement. A terms of settlement is just like a contract between the two parties, right? She files the terms of settlement and says that, no, I can set aside that contract that I have signed with you. And the court has said it clearly. The position of the law is that you can set it aside by coming with a writ on the basis that there was fraud, there was mutual mistake that you have in that. No. You see, it's not like because they want to say that the Attorney General has been negligent in her duty.
The whole government, is why, not Attorney General, the entire government.
Yes, that's why I want to prove to them that no, that is not it. That's why Attorney General went back, filed a writ, and came for a stay. Are you getting?
Why did she do that?
No, because she realized that there were mistakes, and there is
no. I think that the right thing to say is that the first approach was a wrong procedure, and then they took a hint from the judge. If you read the ruling, it was clear. They took a hint from the judge, so it was by then that they came with the writ.
Every lawyer, everybody, because the procedure makes mistakes. Even,
but you're talking about the whole state attorney general and the attorney general department. If this is so important to you, so much money involved,
the terms of the mistakes. The mistakes. You see, when you even file, that brings me to the question where the two ministries, one writes, the attorney general writes and says that pay 41 million Ghana cedis. Then finance also comes and says that we should pay 52 million. You know the reason why? Interest accrues. Every day interest is accruing on the money. There is a legal cost. So if you put all this together, that is why that difference is there.
That is difficult to also.
The interest,
is difficult to also buy.
So when the interest is not calculated very well,
Victor,
I'm coming. When the interest is not calculated very well, you can go back to court and say that what we calculated, the amount we brought before you
was wrong.
There was a mistake. So you can set it aside.
That in the statement.
So yes, so you can set it aside. So it wasn't as if it's a wrong procedure.
Let me move on. Let me move on. No. Let's move on.
I'll get back to it.
It's not so. Let's move on now.
You know it. You know what
you're saying is wrong. Kweku, yes. Now, Kweku, let's hear you.
My brother, I'm a fancy man. You know that. You know,
yes, I know you are fancy.
Yeah. When he wants
from
commentary
and marble and salt.
This is a serious matter. You've given 580 billion of our money. You say comic relief.
Look at it,
gentlemen. Let's go on. Yeah.
And
bring one of your lawyers. We will debate it.
Nana Kumia and Victor, please. You have had such a long time to talk on this matter.
We have a perfect sense of humor. We fancies. But I can swear to you now that I'm almost losing my sense of humor. The way this matter has been handled and the kind of rationalizations that those who are backing Woyome are putting across is making me, perhaps, I'm losing it. Look, I can't believe what is happening in this country. Woyome has himself publicly stated that he never had a contract with the government of Ghana.
That is so.
That's so.
So we should put that aside. 2, the VAMED group that occasionally he mentions and associates himself with, alongside the other group, Power Pack. No, hold on, we'll come to Waterville. Which actually took part in the bidding process at one stage. This is a letter from Vamed Engineering to Waterville, dated 1st July 2005. It says, assignment of Stadia projects and Atomic Energy Commission project to Waterville Holding BVI Limited. Dear Mr. Olandi, with reference to the upcoming tenders for the football stadia in relation to CAN 2008 games and the Atomic Energy Project in Ghana, Vamed Engineering states that it hereby assigns all its rights and obligations in respect of the stadia and Atomic Energy Commission projects to Waterville Holding BVI Limited. It is clearly understood that Waterville has accepted this assignment. Please note that as of today's date, July 1st, 2005, Vamed Engineering will not be involved in or accept any liability for the financial engineering or any other aspect relating to the Stadia or Atomic Energy projects. Signed, Peter Halbauer, Managing Director. I may have pronounced the name wrongly. Then they have the usual thing you lawyers talk about. Is it from
the seal?
The seal. Then this is Waterville's response, okay? Accepting the thing. I need not go into all that. So Vamed, which was the original group that came into the tender, at one stage took itself out, handed its assigned its right.
That's Waterville's response.
Yes, please go on. Assigned its rights to Waterville.